Move shoulder. Allow sensitive feedback. Value long point frames. Rely in the showman's area. Till speed step. Move shoulders get stamped. Just allow sensitive feedback. Let aliens get stamped. Hockey baby cannabis police. Rely in the showman's area.
Okay, so I'm speaking for the first time in this one. Must have been nice not to hear my voice. Basically what goes on in this area, you see why I'm talking now, I have a motivation, I have to explain something. You literally cannot jump. Jump is disabled in this area, and it's a bug, it's not something that's intentional. So the only way to get from this area to the next one is to warp. So, we're going to warp. So the one we're on right now is called Bull Ride 5. So we're going to warp down to Bull Ride 6. You might be able to do a go-to start position with this, but I'm just going to do a warp. So here we go. Okay, I have to start talking again to explain something else. You noticed I picked up the Kakama, but if I scroll through the masks I have, the Kakama's not on the menu. So I'm going to deal with that by just giving myself the Kakama. Now let's see if I have it in my visual map. I still don't. Okay, this is a serious bug. I'm gonna see if I can deal with it by exiting and reloading. Okay, no, did that work? Yes, that worked. Okay. Okay, so that was a crash on that entrance. Let me see here. Okay. Thing about the alpha is that well, actually, okay, I only have one type of energy ball, so everything's fine. You don't get a weapon until some ways into each level, and you can finally deal these things. It's a lot easier than the beta because they always only turn a half turn, they don't turn all the way around on you. In the beta, you have to try several times per target. Okay, it's looking like I might have to debug through this area. We'll see. We'll do it a few more tries. Like, the first issue is fundamentally that door is not opening, right? So, like, it doesn't matter how long I can hold off the boulders. If this door doesn't open, I can't get through the area. Just period. Right? So, this is I'm going to hopefully not make a mistake this time. And I'm going to assume that this area is impassable. Okay. Which, something that's I'm always hopefully not wrong about. And deeming it impassable, going to cheat. Okay, so two observations. One is the door, this door over here that I can go into. Oh, it's already closed behind me, okay. Is closed and it's where I already went, right? That's the way I came in. But the door on the other side is blocked somehow by something that is not graphically accurate. But in order to progress, I have to go through here, because I can't go up here. These are only for going down, not for going up. So, again, so this is the third time at Pohatu's level. I'm going to deem something impassable and cheat. Now, is this working? Question. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, I'm gonna lose here. Okay, the runner beat me, but it let me go on anyway. So, at least the runner runs, but... Well, I don't know if the runner beat me. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to rewatch that footage and see, because it wasn't clear. I never saw them again after they took off. Time to keep moving. So, that's pretty, it seems pretty clear that you're supposed to go through there, and that there's just a door that's closed that shouldn't be closed. So this usually indicates not enough tokens. It can also be a bug, but it sometimes just indicates you don't have enough tokens. And it can also mean you don't have enough glyphs. So let's check all the glyphs. I have the upgrade to the spear, I have the elemental power, and I have the shield, right? Those are all three glyphs. So I got all three glyphs, and I don't know how to get the token thing to come up. I need to grab a token, I guess. So, because I don't have any tokens to grab around here, I don't know if I can make it happen. I don't have enough tokens to open the door. Now, usually, if you're not making the token requirement in the alpha, it'll display text that says you need this many tokens to open the door. But it didn't display any text. If this was a beta playthrough, I would go back to the village, and I would go through it again, and come back to the door with more tokens and see if it works. However, in the alpha, there's no teleportation portal back to the village from the shrine. So, you'd have to backtrack to the village by literally backtracking through, which I think at Pohatu's level is possible. In something like Kopaka's level, it's not, which would indicate in the alpha you're not really meant to be able to do that, and they planned on putting that feature in later. A feature that can teleport you back to the village. So, I'm just gonna up my tokens until this door opens. If this door does not open, then I know it's just a bug. So... Oh, I already had like 70. Okay, then in that case, it's definitely a bug. Right, so no matter how many tokens I give myself, the boss door still does not open. Okay. So, in this playthrough, Pohatu's boss door is not open. Let's go through the boss door by means of cheating. So, in the original files for the alpha, it would not actually bring you here. This was some progress work for the beta that was inserted in. And, it's because in the beta, they changed it up a little bit, so the sides of this are different. They turned it into a grapple hook problem. But there's no, like, grapple hook for Pohatu in the alpha. So there really isn't a way to solve this. You try using the Bakari, but it doesn't do anything. So the best way to do this, I believe, is to use the Kakama. There we go. Okay, we encountered a situation that's supposed to be a death, but it didn't kill me, so I'll have to deal with that. Using a go-to start position. And the first one. Okay, let's try again. Ran out of energy already. Gee. Well, when you die, it's supposed to replenish your energy, so in that I couldn't die because there's no death in this area, resulted in me not having enough energy, right? So that's actually a bug. So by that excuse, I'm going to give myself energy. In that I should have energy, and that's an error in the game. I always like to justify that there's a bug or an error in the programming of the game every time I use the debug menu. Just for like the integrity of the playthrough. Okay, now I have more energy. Kind of, gee. Yeah, it's not exactly the same as the equivalent area in the beta. It's somewhat different, but they do something similar. Okay, so... I don't know. I'll just... go through this way. Okay. I mean, you're supposed to use the grapple hook to get through there. I literally turned around and went back out the way I came in. Okay, so yeah, again, you're supposed to use the grapple hook to get over those. There is no grapple hook. It's a problem. So I just debugged my way through in various ways. This looks like the beta. Good. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, again, in the beta, you use a grapple hook to get across here. This is not the beta, so you don't have a grapple hook. So you just gotta kind of... Who knows how you do this? I'm supposed to have died, so it's an error, so by that excuse, I can use the debug menu to get through here. And there should be a way to move that boulder for which there is none, right? So... Again, there's no death in here, so... Where there should have been death... Did I go too many levels up in the spiral? Yeah, it appears I did. Okay, I gotta do everything I can. So, I do that jump, and then I gotta honestly do the second jump, which is easier because it is shorter. Okay. And then we have a button. And the button's supposed to open that door. But as you can see, the button is broken, and it does not. So, by that excuse, I'm going to debug through the door. And then again, in the beta, you do this with the grapple hook. But there's no grapple hook in this, so... What can I say? Let's see what happens. Oh, I see. It requires the Kakama. But there are no energy pickups by which you can get enough energy to use the Kakama. Well, great. Well, using the least invasive procedure, please exhaust all non-surgical methods of treatment before going to the surgeon. But now we're going to have to do surgery, because there's no other way through. And I think we can do a Hikama jump here. Well, you would if you were to fail this jump. Go back through the door, right? I don't know why the Beaver House inserted this in here. It's not here in the original, and not only that, it's very broken, and so it makes it much less playable. So probably not a very good idea. But if you're going at it with the attitude of you don't really play the alpha, you only explore the alpha, then it gives you more to explore, I guess. Again, there's no way to get through the boulders, so we'll get to the boulders by means of the cheatiest cheat I have, which is the debug camera. And that's how you actually beat the boss. It's beatable. I didn't watch a playthrough. I figured it out myself. Yes. I got this. Okay, but you can't pick up the Makoki still. It's there though, you just can't pick it up. It just sits there. And you can't leave. Well, that's it. Turns out the boss is playable. I'll probably edit out a bunch of failed attempts of it. So I'll just cut from when I enter the boss area to my final attempt at the boss, because I didn't understand that. I thought you could not beat the boss. So at the end of these things, I like to list out all of the things that went wrong. So the things that went wrong that I remember are: A, Onewa has no dialogue. B, Bull Ride 5, the jumping is disabled. C, the area where you fight off boulders falling down that it's destroying a bridge doesn't reset properly. So after you fail once, the gate doesn't open on successive tries. And even if you succeed the first time, that's very difficult to do because the way you can't see at the bottom right corner of the screen which weapon you have toggled. So it's hard to actually shoot the boulders. And once you exit that area, if you go back to the shrine, the game automatically crashes. Okay, D, the door to get into the area with the targets from the shrine, that door is by default closed, so you can't go through it. E, the area that's a work in progress for the beta between the shrine and the boss is inserted. And that area is a work in progress, does not have a death hitbox, and has boulders to need to move but can't. So you don't have the proper equipment to be able to complete the area, as well as you can't die in it, which is a problem, and the button is broken. So that's everything I found wrong with Pohatu's level, which is actually, for a alpha level, relatively little. And so it actually works pretty well. I mean, even the boss works. It works that well. But there's still some issues. And that's it. Just do it!